Bankruptcy Chapter 7 and Chapter 13 are two common types of personal bankruptcy in the U.S., but they work very differently. Both provide relief to individuals struggling with debt, but Chapter 7 is a liquidation bankruptcy, meaning certain assets may be sold to pay off debts, while Chapter 13 is a reorganization bankruptcy, allowing individuals to repay debts over time. Understanding the key differences can help people decide which option best suits their financial situation. Let's break it down with a simple explanation and example. Chapter 7 is designed for individuals with low income and high debt who cannot afford to repay what they owe. It allows debtors to eliminate most unsecured debts, such as credit cards, medical bills, and personal loans, in exchange for potentially selling non-exempt assets. The process is relatively fast, usually taking 3 to 6 months to complete. Not all assets are lost in Chapter 7. Bankruptcy laws protect certain assets, like a primary home, basic household items, and a personal vehicle up to a certain value. However, luxury items, second homes, or expensive vehicles may be sold to repay creditors. For example, imagine John has $50,000 in credit card debt, earns a low income, and cannot make his minimum payments. He files for Chapter 7, and after the process, most of his debts are wiped out, except for secured debts like a car loan or mortgage. However, if John owns a second home, the court may require him to sell it to pay off creditors. To qualify for Chapter 7, individuals must pass a means test, which compares their income to their state's median income. If they make too much, they may be required to file for Chapter 13 instead. Chapter 13 is for individuals who have a steady income but need help managing their debts. Instead of wiping out debts immediately, Chapter 13 creates a structured repayment plan lasting 3 to 5 years. The debtor makes monthly payments to a bankruptcy trustee who distributes the funds to creditors. At the end of the repayment period, remaining eligible debts may be discharged. A key benefit of Chapter 13 is that debtors can keep their assets, including homes and cars, as long as they follow the repayment plan. It also allows them to catch up on missed mortgage or car payments, making it a better option for people facing foreclosure or repossession. For example, Sarah has $60,000 in medical debt and is behind on her mortgage, but she earns a stable income. Instead of losing her home, she files for Chapter 13, and the court sets up a 5-year repayment plan where she pays a reduced monthly amount toward her debts. As long as she follows the plan, she avoids foreclosure, and any remaining unsecured debt at the end of the plan may be forgiven. Chapter 7 eliminates most unsecured debts quickly, while Chapter 13 requires a repayment plan before debts are discharged. Chapter 7 may require selling non-exempt assets, while Chapter 13 allows debtors to keep property as long as payments are made. Chapter 7 is for those with low income who pass a means test, while Chapter 13 requires steady income to qualify for a repayment plan. Chapter 7 is completed in 3 to 6 months, while Chapter 13 lasts 3 to 5 years. Chapter 7 is best for people with overwhelming debt and no way to repay, while Chapter 13 is better for those who can afford partial payments and want to keep their assets. Each option has long-term consequences, including a significant impact on credit scores. Chapter 7 stays on a credit report for 10 years, while Chapter 13 stays for 7 years.